Right, welcome back to another Borderlands video. This is going to be about my class that I'm using currently, right? So I'm a level 50 Nisha, right? Now, a lot of people keep asking me about my skill trees and stuff like that, so I'm going to go like an in-depth sort of guide on what I like to use, and if there's anything that you guys think would be better, then post it in the comments, that'd be great. So this is what I use, right? I don't really know what to call it, but it's more of a Jacob-specific shotgun type, right? And it's this gun is perfect for what I do, right? So what I use mainly is that weapon. That is what I used to use to kill bosses and stuff. I just use that now. So as you can see, it gives 11% extra weapon damage, right? It's the accuracy is terrible, which is perfect, and I'll explain why. Accuracy is really good. As long as I've got times 15 damage, so it's 15 bullets in each shot, like as a burst. So with less accuracy, it spreads more. So with that, it goes really well in hand with the skills that I'll show you in a minute. So you got the 11% damage on that, right? I'm just going to go through the equipped stuff first, just so you can see how it like affects the damages and stuff. So these are pretty much solid stuff, fine, don't need to worry about them. Then my OZ kit. Now, obviously it increases damage for how much O2 capacity you have, right? So if that's full, then you're getting about another 32%, something like that, damage on top of what you currently have. So you've got 32 and 11 already, and then you've got that. So that adds, and that's only a level 48, by the way. I hopefully can get a better one than that. It's the skills that come with that, the crack shot, quick shot, and magnificent 6, that all add up to making it better. So the Jacob's gun damage on that is 37. That's a Jacob's, right? And note that that is a non-elemental weapon as well, which is good, and I'll tell you why. So as you can see, that's the stuff I've got equipped. That's rubbish, just so you all know. Anyway, right. Okay, so continuing on with the skill build, right? So obviously, I'm going to go from left to right, law and order, and then I'll mix between the last two because I'll show you why I've got them. So order, that is specifically for survivability. It's the only reason why I've got it, because sometimes it does get a bit sticky. Normally I'd have 4 in that, but I chose, no, 3. The extra 3 points I had left over after all this, I'd normally chuck into that to have more shield and melee. But instead, I popped into there. Just because I'd rather have more showdown, it works, it benefits me more. So right, going into this build now, going into this tree, we've got, I needed to put 5 into that so I could get the Magnificent 6, but this has actually helped me quite a lot. So kill damage, increases, killing an enemy grants you increased movement speed and gun damage for a short time. So once I've killed a monster, my gun damage gets increased by 25. So if there's 2 monsters, say for instance there's a boss that's got 2, like Red and Belly, kill 1, so you kill Red, then you get extra gun damage, right? And then Magnificent 6, the last 6 bullets in non-elemental damage clips deal extra damage. So going back to the shotgun, it's a non-elemental, and the ammo, the magazine is 4, right? So it takes 2, it consumes 2 per shot, so that's 4 size so far, right? So you're shooting, in 2 shots you're shooting the whole clip, right? So that's the last 6 bullets. That is within the last 6 bullets, so it counts as 4 in the clip. You're using 2 at a time, so that's 2 last bullets, 6 last bullets. Okay, so then going on to this is where it gets even better, right? So we'll leave that side for now. That's all the critical damage on that bit, right? Okay, so here, after reloading for a short time, you gain gun damage and fire rate. Fire rate isn't really needed on a Jacobs because it's how fast you can click. Not if you held it down. If it's one of the, like a rifle that you can hold down, then the fire rate matters. But the gun damage is where I'm at, right? Now the reason why I like this is because after reloading with a shotgun with such a small ammo clip, I'm reloading constantly. So after reloading, I'm getting gun damage on top of it. Now I increased the magazine size to that gun for one specific reason, and that is with this here, it's the last 6 bullets. Now this can only hold 4, so if I add another 3, then I'm getting the full amount of 6 there, right? So it takes 2 each time. It's a 7 clip, so 3 rounds in that clip are all going to do extra gun damage. 1 round isn't. It's the last round, unfortunately. But I'd rather 3 than 2, so it's decent. So then we're going on to that one. So the Impatience, increasing your reload speed by 20% for each stack. You gain, so kill an enemy, you get a stack of it. So if you've got a lot of enemies, you're reloading faster. So whilst you're reloading faster, you're going to get that damage buff a lot quicker and a lot more like fluently. Then you've got crack shot. So the first shot of a fully loaded magazine causes bonus damage, and if you kill an enemy with this shot, they explode, dealing damage to nearby enemies, right? So if you've got a cluster of enemies, you've just reloaded, you've got the gun damage on top of that, and then it's the first shot, it's going to blow everyone up, and it's insane damage, absolutely insane damage from that. Now, the one thing that goes hand in hand with this gun and the accuracy, right, is this. your bullets that hit the walls and other objects have a chance to ricochet off to nearby enemies. Now the ricochet chance is 40%, and that gun, as you can see before, the accuracy is terrible. It's 37.8, and the reason why I love that is because the bullets spray everywhere. So say if I'm in last stand, or I can shoot the walls behind and it'll come back and it'll hit everyone and it'll hit things. And say if I can't get a good headshot on something, I'll just shoot the wall and it'll normally kill them, or it'll catch them. So because of the accuracy on that, it ricochets quite a lot and it catches them really easily. And then you've obviously got that during showdown, all shots that hit enemies ricochet towards others. So along with them ricocheting off walls, the ones that get hit get ricocheted again. So it's constant ricochets everywhere. So it's all about the inaccuracy of that gun makes this build amazing for damage, because it just goes everywhere. If there's a massive amount of mobs coming at me, they just get killed everywhere. Now obviously, whilst you're killing stuff with this, you've got one kill thing there, and then we got this. So going on to the critical hit damage, because obviously you want to get crits, right? So you got, I went for this for the health regen because obviously I'm going to need a bit more survivability. Then we got the kill skill on top, so you got the regenerates 2% of your maximum health per second, and you've got critical hit damage 35%. Now I did have that, but I don't need fire rate like I was saying before. I don't need fire rate anymore, so I keep that off now, and I keep that off because I don't want accuracy when I want it spread. And the recoil reduction makes me just go everywhere, so it's fine anyway because it'll just bounce. Then we got another kill skill. No, sorry. So along with that, you've got critical hit damage, right? So you've got, it's not bonus crit chance, it's crit damage. Then you've got this one. We'll go to this one first, the kill skill. Now after killing an enemy, all hits have a chance to count as critical hits for a short time. So that's a critical hit chance gone up. So with that, you get an extra crit damage, and then you've got this one. So when your critical hits with a non-elemental gun, which is that Jacobs, you've got a non-elemental gun, it deals additional incendiary damage with a high chance of igniting enemies. The damage of the incendiary and ignite damage is based on your gun's damage. So that gun damage is mint anyway, it's really good. So then you're getting more gun damage on incendiary, so technically that gun is then, on its like shots, is going to be burning them as well. So you've got like a dot on top of a gun which is dealing so much damage with everything else going with it. So that's why I choose the Shotgun Jacobs class. I don't really know what to call it, so I'm just going to call it Jacobs Shotty Nisha class. That's the only thing I can literally call it, because that's what I use. Any Jacobs weapon will work really well with this. Even a pistol will wipe out loads of stuff, but it needs to be, it's better to do a shotgun because it goes everywhere, it spreads. Now hopefully guys, if you have any tips for me, if you think I should do something different, like say if I should have like a few skills and different stuff, then please be sure to slap me a comment underneath. If you did enjoy the video and you are like tempted to use this class, please slap me a like and a sub on the button down below. I'd really appreciate that. So thanks a lot guys. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have just use it, and you'll see. One thing I will say before we go, the class mods, you really do need that class mod, because it gives you the extra crack shot, quick shot, and magnificent 6. So say if you only wanted, say, 5 in Magnificent 6, you could take out 3 of them, so you've got 5, and you could put the other 3 elsewhere you wanted them. Same with that. If you only wanted 5, you take 2 off, or with that, take 4 off. So you could looking at an extra 10 points, which I could be putting in if I wanted to do it like that. So I could have the extra stuff like that, but I'd be losing out on a little bit more damage. But yeah, it's entirely up to you what you do. If you do have any like tips that I could use during this build, please let me know, and I'd appreciate that loads. Thanks a lot, guys, and I hope you enjoy it. See you next time.